Welcome to JCCR Racing, where we're going to have fun with friends tonight. It's Friday night. TGIF, thank God it's Friday. So we're going to have some sim racing fun. I'm glad you've joined us. Enjoy the show. Join in on the conversation because we are taking on B-rated drivers. So there's like, 15, 20 seconds difference between us and first, but we're going to apply some safe, smart, hopefully smooth driving, and we've got the right car for it. We've got the car that has the best chances of keeping us on the actual track because it is the Japanese tank. We are running the Nissan GTR. Lewis, what is up, buddy? Thanks for making it in. Much appreciated. Let's get the brake balanced on this to 3. Happy little medium. We'll be able to trail brake, but still get some quick braking. Maybe we should be running 2 because there's not a whole lot of trail braking on this track. It's actually mostly about stopping now. But because it's a mix of stopping now and braking through a turn, because a lot of them are so, well, last minute. So let's see what we can do here. Definitely a little necessary pro tip from an amateur, though, but it works for amateurs as well. That's get your radar on, get your brake balance where it's comfortable, and if the racing is dirty, get a car that can handle it. This thing handles the dirt off the track and the grass, and the dirt slung at us by other drivers, and that's just purely my error right there. Oh, and that was not my error at all. We've been speared into another stratosphere. Oh, right on. Okay, Lewis, thank you very much for... Thankfully, it's not that my headset isn't working, so glad to know that the sound is fine, but you've got it off at the bowling alley. Well, thank you very much for bringing us along your bowling alley trip. So let's see what we can do starting from 15th. Starting from the way back, since we just got speared off the track, but if anyone wants to race lobbies tonight, I thought it'd be a good night to have fun with friends, but I guess a lot of you, naturally, will be on a date night, either with friends or with a significant other, but hopefully we'll get fun with friends going, because it's TGIF. Surviving the green HE double hockey sticks, and like many... So far this week, we've got a 5th position and a 6th position, but it's been very difficult not getting punted into last at some point because, well, there just aren't any penalties. Like the car that speared us off the track, they won't get a penalty. This week's race, one of the best races out there, is broken, unfortunately. Just because the penalty system is broken. Let's see if our not that fast 8 minutes and 45 second lap time can still show some successful results by being patient and just being smooth. Not necessarily the fastest driver. Well, the numbers prove that. That's just a fact. Definitely not the fastest driver. But maybe if we pull off being the smoothest, we can finish mid-pack despite racing against B racers. That's a league up from us. But some of the most dangerous of the B League, they've got a C rating. It doesn't get much lower than that. I knew GT7 would unghost that car right when we were about to hit him, and that's why I touched the brakes on pretty much a straightaway. See, can we, at the end of this straight, when it starts to go into a bit of an uphill turn, can we get enough downforce to stay on the track? Yes, we can. All right, can you hear the car? Hopefully we won't get pounded off the track here. Not bad. That was a pretty clean pass. Well done. Lost a little time getting up on that elevated curve. Yes, the GTR is fantastic at holding foot, staying on the track, but it has its limitations. Hey Tom, what is up, Super Doofus? Folks, if you haven't already done so, check out Super Doofus' channel. That's King Super Doofus. Great guy, great driver, and fantastic teammate and general manager. Oh, this guy is dirty. Hopefully he doesn't think it was me that was hitting him and turning him sideways and come back and retaliate on the wrong person. Oh my goodness, he is one of the dirtiest drivers I've seen in a while. That's multiple hits. Well, what can you do to survive this type of race and driver? The best is just not to get involved. Turn the other cheek. Just do our best to avoid them. I must not be Batman. I must not be Batman. No vigilantism on the track if you want to do well. See if Knight Rider Jim and Ronan and Ricky Rez Racer get in. If so, we'll get a nice little lobby going with the friends. Super Doofus, let me know if you'd be up for a lobby. A little lobby race. We'll let you pick the first race. Or whoever comments the first. Should not have been slowing down there, but at least I didn't crash and get a 4-second penalty in the process. Key is staying. Oh, you got a lobby. Fantastic. We'll have to go practice Maguire with the friends. Certainly I should be able to have a better performance at Maguire than I did on the dirt track. It was a lot of fun. Glad you put on a dirt track, but not my cup of tea, or not my favorite mud pit, I guess. Even in the real world, I'm not a fan of blowing down a dirt road. It's fun, and I'd love to do it in a rented vehicle that they know I'm going to be doing that. It's permitted. With my own vehicle, I was on a dirt road just last weekend, and hearing all the rocks kick up and ping against the aluminum, it was painful to hear for me. He's going so much faster. I'm going to make room for him, not try to block him and get punted in the process. Anyways, we'll get an easy pass when he picks off that 4-second penalty, putting him quite possibly into last. We'll see. Oh, nice. Smooth pass. Very nice. Very well done. So probably need to have the brake balance at 3 or 4, because a lot of the braking is actually through the turns. Perfect position to get some drafting in, I believe, for this straightaway. There we go. Maybe bump draft them. If so, we'll both have a chance of passing John Racing. And I won't bump draft because I've got enough speed to take it. Oh, fantastic, Super Doofus. Well, Super Doofus, if Practice League is also going to be open tomorrow, let me know. Would you join if I create a lobby where it's an actual race, a few races tonight at a certain point? Or are you going to be doing this an hour or two more tonight for the lobby? Alright, let's see how it shook out. We got Ben. Oh, I see what he did there. Clever, Mr. Ben. Mr. Dover. With an M6 running at 832.5. That is pretty darn fast in my books. We got BMO with the 458. And Renworks. And we can see there's a lot of B drivers here. But the B drivers didn't win the race with their safety ratings being that low. They illustrated what happens when you drive dirty, and that's that you don't actually really often get that far ahead. They did not do that well. You see, you got the Doctor out down in 8th. Let's see, did the other B ratings quit? Yeah. Second last place. Well, did not finish, so B driver should have been a lot faster. But no, he was clean, so he just got taken out by one of the other dirty drivers, unfortunately. That's unfortunate. And his D rating didn't go down, so he's actually, this nickname has been deleted. Well, we've raced with him before in the C League, so he's made it into the B, but his safety rating is still suffering. All right. Let's see how much time we have. 50. Let's see here if we open up a lobby, if it fills at all or not. No problem doing a second race at the green Nuremberg Ring, the green HE Double Hockey 6. A little bit of very good elevator music. All right. And create a room here. We got our loaded settings up. Red Bull loaded up. See if the usuals jump in. If so, we should have a pretty interesting race. If not, I will try to get above 8th, because 9th does hurt our driver rating. I don't know if I've driven here before with the Skyline. I'm actually quite curious. Gonna give it a little try out here. Lots of trail braking, so let's get it up to 4. Always good to find out for each car where you're comfortable in regards to the brake balance, because it does really make a big difference. It can help an undrivable car can become very drivable. Turn 2 on Red Bull, go to the outside, follow the lines. This does not get revved out nearly as much as the 911. The 911 is one of the cars that rev out the most, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong. Let me know in the comments what your favorite car to drive is. Hey, Super Doofus making it into the lobby. Fantastic. Hey, Crasher, good evening. Come join the lobby, friend. Hey, the Dark J. Good to have you in. Howdy, friend. Thank you for making it in. Yes, Super Doofus did bring friends. Thank you very much, Super Doofus. Okay, so the Skyline is really great on takeoff. It's very stable. I find it's not going through the turns quite as quickly, or it just doesn't quite have the same turn-in as the 458. I think the 458 is great on this track. Orca Attack, creative name. Not bad. Orcas in the natural world are everything killers. That's why they're called killer whales. They'll kill everything, including humans. This thing can handle the elevated curb, so we can go a little off track, slide a little, handles just about everything we throw at it. Alright, not my 911 time. I think I pull 130 with the 911. Let's see who's ready to get to racing. Favorite livery, I think, of all is this one right here. Make sure you got your racing soft tires on, and wow, we've got a full house because I actually limit it to 12 because 16 I find on the smaller tracks is just too much. All right, so everyone is ready. Let's do this. Super Doofus in Tom's, what I like to call the Tom's Ferrari. Remy over in, what is that? Is that the Mazda or is it the Suzuki? Crasher, this is the best place to get practice because it's going to be a lot cleaner than your typical online race. Looks like we got a really nice takeoff there. Playing it safe, shifting immediately into the higher gear so we don't have spin or overturn coming off turn 2 of the track. Or was it turn 1? I guess it was turn 1. Alright, can we hold on to third? Can we push into second? Well, we'll do some defensive driving. That will cost us a bit of time. Yeah, absolutely, Ronan. Join in. I absolutely am going to stay long enough for you to join in. We've got at least 3 more races in us, but I'd say, looking at the time, we're probably going to be doing about 4 races. We got about an hour. There with the GTR at 89, so we should definitely push this harder. Let's see, can we drop a 130? I'd like to get into the 120 club. Oh, it won't be like that. Abu Fazal blowing our doors off in a 90s Supra. Well played. Looking good, my friend. make some room on the track for him. And let's drag race down this section. Pretty evenly tied on an acceleration. Evenly tied with third. This is going to be an interesting race, I think. Unless I make some major mistake, I think we're going to be pretty much glued behind him. He really took off. Definitely took the last turn better than we did, so the gap opens up to 0.8. Got Caroli behind us at 1.5 seconds, so definitely use up the whole track. He's closing up the gap as well. We're mixed in with, I'm either driving slowly or we've got some good racers around us at the moment. And the Dark J boo, right on Dark J. Holding first. One of the community members up at the top of the podium. I'm going to be curious to see what rating Abu Fazil is, because he is tearing up the track. Really gets quick in the high RPM range, so you really need to rev it up to take advantage of its speed, and also work hard to keep it near the red line. It's not one of those low-end, ultra torquey, high torque, low RPM cars like the Mercedes AMG or the Viper. Rookie mistake, caught a little too much apex, and it's gonna cost me 3 positions likely, because we got 7th coming up, Alex Stur. Oh, and he goes for the hit. Not sure why. On the straightaway, but then he laid off the pedal. Maybe it was accidental. Remy is out, so we're going to pick up a position just from some slightly slow but safe driving. The smoother the driving we can get, the faster we'll be. There we go. Curious what our last lap was running at. But Alex Stur, I think he did lay off the pedal after hitting us. Maybe he's caught on. He's like, oh, this is the guy's lobby, and it says race clean or kick. Might have helped right there. Now let's get Ronan in here. 6,800 credits. A good thing the tires don't, when the tires wear out, you don't have to actually pay the 38,000 credits to replace them. Otherwise, we'd be out of tires and money pretty darn quick. Throw out a congratulations to the Dark J Boo. And let's see, where do we have... Okay, no, we've got Ronan in. Fantastic. Oh, Ronan was in the Supra. Looking sharp, my friend. I didn't realize that was you. Hey, the Dark J Boo saying... Cello? Oh, Cello is the racer. Okay. All right. So let's drop it in the comments what you want as the next race, or if it's same race, put down same race in the live stream on the channel. And that's right, I need to work to find out again how to put a Knight Rider Jim as a moderator. Super Doofus, thank you so much for coming in and being the amazing moderator that you are. Quite possibly the best moderator on all of the YouTube, the YouTube universe. All right, so let's see here. I haven't gotten a tip for the race yet. And I guess one's not going to come in, so let's see. Let's go to Maguire, get that practice in that I think some wanted to get in anyways. The Super Doofus, fantastic, dropping Maguire at rate. I realize that you guys are usually 15 to even 30 seconds behind what I'm doing, and I sometimes don't realize and forget that. But I see that you dropped it like a second after, so you probably hadn't heard me or seen me pick it yet, so that's interesting. We're on the same frequency. Ronan dropping down the God bless and peace be with you. Love it. God bless and peace be with you as well, my friend. All right, folks, make sure you got your tires on. No point running some tires that aren't gonna, be productive, fortuitive for you. Let's see what people are racing and using here for Maguire 911. I'm gonna race the 911. I think I'm pretty accustomed to the 911 here. And let's start the race right up. 10 racers is fine. We limit it to 12. Oh, but we lost one. Well, 9 is still good for a track. This is a longer track, but in 3 laps, a third, 30% of the race, we're all going to be bunched up. And hopefully there won't be punches and bunches, because the lobby is called JCCR Racing Queen or Kick, and it's in red. Yes, Super Doofus Tom taught me how to do that. I did not know on my own. Let's do 3. Slow takeoffs with the 911. I was slow to take off, but the 911 acceleration in first gear from the standstill on this race car is slow. Not the case in the real world. Got one in the real world. You can check it out over at Johnny's Car Care and Reviews. That wasn't all that smooth, and as a result, it wasn't all that fast. So let's get the SS rating up. The smooth and safe racing, engaged. Kind of like engaging those warp drives. I say that knowing there are more than just a few Star Trek fans in the community here. I have sworn off Disney, but Andor, Star Wars Andor, came back for season 2, and I liked Andor season 1, so it's a tough one. It's a tough one. Alright, so at the 50, or right after, is when we're gonna brake, cut across, and get back on the throttle nice and early. Pablo, come join, my friend. Search under JCCR, Race Clean or Kick, or just JCCR. And then if it still doesn't come up, you gotta make sure, add one of us to your friend list, and then you can just do a search for Friends Races. Hey, Knight Rider Jim, good evening, sir. Are you going to be joining us? there is a spot. Well, we're at 11. We're at 12, which was the max. Then for this race, we cut down to 10, and 2 people, I guess, have dropped out. Yeah, I guess we'll have some did not finishes. No surprise from Mr. Ronan pulling a 2:03. Wow, 6 seconds faster. Haven't figured out how to nail that at gold level speed yet. Oh, right on. Pablo is on the way. Fantastic. Oh, okay, great. We'll drive faster to finish sooner so we can be racing with you, Knight Rider Jim. Am I going to be stuck in 6th? Because Remy and Abu Fazil in front of us are fast. Last race we saw Abu Fazil on Red Bull Ring that I'm very accustomed to. I still didn't have much of a chance. No chance, very little chance to pass him unless he'd make a mistake. Oh, and the mistake has been made. There we go. Turning at the marker. Those markers are extremely useful. Alright, we're up to 12 watching. Last time we got to 20 watching at once in the live stream. But we passed the 10 marker. Right on, gang. And let's see if we can get to the 10 marker on likes. It would really help out this small family business. It means a world of difference if you hit that like button, because it lets YouTube know that we're a nice community and a community that they can share with others, that they'll offer up the channel in people's scroll or their feed, I guess we can call it. Not that watching YouTube feeds your mind. Well, there actually are some shows that feed your mind. My wife and I actually have been enjoying the Y-Files a good amount. And I've also been watching the Knights Templars. Pablo B, you can find us under JCCR Racing. And if that's not working, you'll just have to add, you can do a friend request, and let me, if you do the friend request, let me know. So after the race, I catch it, I accept it, and then you'll be instantly able to find us because we're in the lobby. And then you just click at the top friends list and pop right up. So it's, and sorry for this name, I came up with it when I was playing Red Dead Redemption a lot with my best friend. And we were being a bunch of silly guys, but it's bear_cuddles for you, and that's a capital B and a capital C, so bear_cuddles, capital C, for you. So bear_cuddles for you. Oh, Seattle made it back from the dirt, I guess. Made it back from the river Styx. And he's just paddling past us. I love Magua. It took me a while to get used to it. It's a hard track with a lot of turns, but it's pretty much in the muscle memory now. I just need to kind of work out the little kinks. Like when you're doing a body job, say the big dents are out, just got those little ripples and lines left. Now Sergio HRO1, who actually beat JCCR Ronan. JCCR Ronan is an extremely fast driver, so good job. Right on, mate. And we picked up a clean race. Bonus, I'm sorry, in my area, just past 10 o'clock, and that means I'm starting to fade. I don't have my university brain where I used to stay up to 4 or 5 in the morning, working and playing video games. So I'm going to be right. So Pablo, if you can't find the lobby, you just have to search, do a PSN, a PlayStation request, friend request under bear_cuddles for you. That's a big B and a big C, or capital B, capital C. So bear_cuddles for you throughout the friend request, and I will accept. And then it'll be really easy to find the lobby, because when you get to the lobbies, you just top right, top slightly off center to the right, it'll say friends. You click that, and then we're going to pop up. Our race is definitely going to pop up nice and easy for you. Now, next person to suggest a race. Oh, pick up. Yeah, Super Doofus, thank you very much for giving him a helping hand. I got my gloves on. I can't be typing. So, thank you very much. So, let's see what we get as a course request. And let's see if Super Doofus or whoever answers, if they're on the same frequency. You know what? Let's take one that we maybe haven't done in the last night or two. Okay, great, Pablo. I'm going to check that out. I'll be right back, folks. I'm just going to add this friend request. Leave you with JCCR Ronin. It's super fast Skyline. All right, I'm sorry I didn't get the friend request. It didn't go through. But let's check out what is autopilots. Is autopilots? Oh, putting it on autopilot. Yeah, well, I guess so. I guess so. JCCRJ Rizio asking to be at the back of the bus. No problem, buddy. Oh, the dark. I'm going to put myself a little higher. Bear, BEAR_cuddles for you. Pablo, just up ahead, if you look in the live stream chat, Super Doofus wrote it down for you. So it's a capital B underscore capital C for cuddles. So bear_cuddles, the number 4, and then little u. So you'll just catch it right on the live stream. Super Doofus, 4 messages up, wrote exactly how to drop it in. Well, welcome Pitbull into the race. Yeah, you know what? We're just figured out. Let's do Suzuka. No, not the right one. Okay, maybe Suzuka is at the bottom. As that loads up, I'm going to go add a friend request. All right, we're at Suzuka. Pick your car, folks. This is a track with a ton of trail braking, but also some spots, some very serious turns where you got to get down to a very low speed and take off from a very low speed. So I think I want a car. Oh, thank you very much, Phil Niss. Right on, buddy. I need to figure out if there's a way that in the chat on the phone here, I can have your handsome friend, good luck handsome friend, the GLHF logo. If I can somehow download it and have it in my emojis. Because I've got some emojis. There's one right there. A little pink mountain. Oh, well, look at that. It doesn't actually show the emoji. All right, so change car. When you got going down to almost 0, you want something that can take off. And the Ferrari is pretty darn incredible for that. McLaren wouldn't be bad at all either. Make sure you got your racing tires on, folks. Oh, you can see it. Okay, on my screen, all it's popped up. Oh, yeah, okay. On the screen here on the TV, it says pink fascia emoji something or another. Having fun with emojis tonight. All right, brake balance at +2. And this thing's just gonna absolutely take off because it's the Ferrari rocket. Is it a crotch rocket or is it a car? That's a mix of both. Sorry, Dano. I just left a little bit of red paint on your rear bumper. Oh my goodness. I think I accidentally slid in the car that had just hit me. Hopefully doesn't think it's retaliation. I'd love to know if Super Doofus was hit off the track, a dirty hit, because I am more than happy to, well, the name of the lobby is Race Queen or Kick, so, you know, I do get into some kicking. And there we got the acceleration from the Ferrari really paying off on that near stop hairpin turn. This is a track that I love as a weekly race, but 16 almost is too much for this short, narrow track, because it usually leads to some Royal Rumble action for the first really 2 laps, sometimes the whole entire race. Oh, we're actually behind, not that far off, JCCR Ronan. This is my good day, and Dano's up in first, flying with the BMW. I guess he's finally adjusted and very comfortable, at ease with the BMW. No, the acceleration of the Ferrari is just great and well suited for this track. The first, second, and third gear acceleration. Let's follow closely Remy, but not be too glued to his rear. Here, a lot of cars go off track because they slam down the throttle hard, so you gotta ease into the throttle for that section when you got the steering wheel turned quite a bit. Fantastic, Pablo. Right on, mate. Join in, have some fun with us. Ooh, almost ran into Remy. Glad I stayed out of that trouble. The rear bumper or exhaust of the car in front of you is not supposed to be the ballpark that you play in. Jay Rizio is probably going to get a pass on this coming straightaway. Oh. That was not quality racing on my part, but lucky break. And we're in second. One lap. See what we can do here. Smart move by Jay Rizio. Very good move there. Take the middle. I should have gone and taken the middle and defended it quicker. But he did the right move right there. Oh, Super Doofus, Tom, thank you very much for letting me know. I almost spun myself right there. I felt it in the steering wheel. Oh, we got Dana, who's very fast behind us. But will I leave the opening? Will I make the mistake of not defending and being right where I should be? There you go, the hairpin. We gotta catch the apex just the same. I don't know. I remember racing, I believe it was this track, with like a Corvette back in, I don't know, the mid-2000s. Somewhere around there on a PS, I think 2, maybe 3. And I would never get the apex of the hairpin, and it made it that a lot slower. And rarely made it out alive. So I did not get very much sim racing in, and it was on a controller way back when. Really only started racing sim racers 9 months ago, and we're on a quest to go from the E-League to one day making it into the A-League. Won't be with those moves, but we will persevere and we'll get a little better every week, so join in for the ride. We did just pick up a 3rd place, so we made podium. We did a thing! All right. Top 4, all JCCR. And the Dark J also. So the top 5, because the Dark J is definitely part of the community. I'm wondering if he put JCCR in his car or not. I can't remember. I do not recall. Let's find out here. Oh, it's hard to see from where I'm sitting. All right, so, folks, don't forget, give Super Doofus Inc. on YouTube. Give him more than just a try. Give him a like. Give him a subscribe. And I ask one thing tonight other than that, and that's give us a like right here. It really helps the small family business. Oh, the Dark J, right on. Well, I'd love to have you in the community, man. You're already here. You're already part of it. Make it official. Now, the next person that drops a race track, I don't veto that often. I'll take it unless I've already selected it here. So we'll see who can beat me to the punch. Laguna Seca, that can be a tempting track. Sardinia is actually not bad at all. Bathurst, right on, buddy. Fantastic idea. We'll do 3 laps. Oh. Oh no, Fuji was first. I just didn't see it. Well, Super Doofus Tom, we'll have to make sure we get Fuji in. You pick up your 1st place win, because you are smoking fast on that track. All right, right car for Bathurst. So much can go wrong. They can all feel like wrong cars, but it's just about driving as smooth and safe as possible. Do I tell? Yeah, no, I'm gonna 911 for this track. 911 really benefits from some very smooth driving. The Ferrari, with all its acceleration, you can sometimes certainly doesn't feel like you're all that slow. Little mistake, you can kind of make up for a bit of it with that acceleration. All right, let's all hit that button. Yeah, here we go. Pablo, which are you? I believe you're Ghost 503. Could that be? Or are you Cow 1257? Well, let's all give this track a try without a whole lot of practice. And actually the McLaren I would see being good here. It's a little more sturdy, I find, over... You know what? That would be a great idea. It's a little more sturdy over the elevated curbs. I think the McLaren is an excellent choice for this track. I've never tried out the V12 Vantage. Got to do it. Gotta try it out. Oh, I do not have the tires. And oddly, you then have to install them. First try on a rather difficult track. So this shall be entertaining through the disaster that is about to ensue. If anyone can let me know what the drive style of this car most similarizes the most, or what it is most attuned or akin was the word I'm looking for, the most akin to. And for Bathurst, 8 racers even. Perfect. I do love my Bilstein shocks. Got him on the Porsche 911. Love him. Had him on multiple Broncos, all 3 Broncos. Loved them. Sorry, 2 of the Broncos. One of the Broncos had Fox shocks with external reservoir. I like the sound. I'm liking the acceleration. Let's see how it takes a turn. Oh, I like this a lot. Austin Martin. Wow. I had just one turn. That's not a... Vision is horrible. Can't see anything off the left side of the vehicle. It seems to have good downforce. Really good downforce. Sticks to the track with all the downforce. Oh, good regaining of control. That would have spun out a lot of mid-engines, what I just did there. Okay, the turn is medium. And the car beside me is away. Sorry about that, Remy. Not a rev out beast. Thank you, Remy, for the boost. Providing me with a little bit of much needed nitrous. Fantastic at regaining control. Whoa. Austin Martin it's different. Important things, it looks great and sounds great, and is not horrible to drive. Very controllable. Solid acceleration. A bit of an early... Oh, not an early drifter. That can be revved out nicely at fourth at least. Discovery of the car for its first ever drive. Really nice powering out of turns. I like it a lot. Run a little deep into that little divoted area that's made for taking water off the track. Solid. Solid there, pedal to the metal, still getting a lot of downforce. That's nice. Trail braking is a little weak. Let's see where I'm at. 3? Okay, so I guess it needs 4. See, with trail braking at 4, is this still a win? Not bad, not too shabby, Austin Martin. I'll have to see if the team has a livery for this. I am definitely not the artist on the team here. We've got Philness GT and Aussie Pug making us incredible liveries. Very solid through the turns. I especially like a little average on the turn-in. Great for, and a little average on the trail braking so far, but great for being very stable and really doing a good job. Full throttle. Okay, bad example. That needs to be a good 15 miles per hour faster, I believe. Turn in, I find this lacking just a wee bit. By a wee bit, I mean it's pretty average on turn in, but it's good at these high speed turns, going through in 4th and 5th gear. No slide across the track. It drives like a heavy vehicle, which is nice. It's planted. Wow, that would have spun out pretty much every mid-engine. I'm pretty sure of that. It's just so planted. It really drives like a heavy vehicle. Heavy, planted, no body roll. Oh yeah, it doesn't like that very much. But and the trail braking is pretty weak even on 4, so we know its strengths, we know its weaknesses. It's a car we can be consistent, really consistent with. And the V12 sounds pretty honks. Alright, I like that. I like that a lot. Thanks, Remy. Remy saying in the mirror, that thing is fast on throttle. Yeah, I really like the acceleration of it. Really like the acceleration of it. It's maybe just slowing down a little bit more for the turns, but you can get on throttle and start powering out of the turn really early because it is wildly stable. Pablo, I hear you. Most people do need practice on this track. It is very difficult. Going full Austin Powers on this track means that somewhere on the hill where it's really narrow, you put your car sideways and it takes like a 15-20 point maneuver to get it under control. So let's do Fuji now. Fuji, where are you? I don't remember where it is because I pretty much never take it. So one at a time, I guess. If you see it before I do, call it out. Alright, it is Gran Turismo 7, my favorite sim racer, except when the weekly rules are broken and the penalties are all wrong. My favorite race, Nürburgring. This week being a little ruined by the penalty system being ineffective. It's not getting people to drive safe or smart. It's just, I guess if it's not safe and smart, maybe it's fast and dumb. Let's change up the car. Fuji. I want something with stability, pretty decent turn in. There we go. We've got it with the McLaren. I'm fading out. This is going to have to be my last race of the night. Likely. Oh, and the Stig is in. Welcome, Stig. We'll just need Ghost to pick his car and hit that check mark, and 10 racers is perfect. JCCR Ronan, you definitely do. Absolutely. You're obviously trying to not make contact, because I don't know if I can ever think of a time that I saw you make contact, which is fantastic. So let's see what people are driving here. We got Dano back in the Viper. We got Jay Rizio bringing a bit of Americana to Fuji. We got also Kao, very nice. Japanese, Subaru right there. Appropriate since we're in Japan. I'm in the McLaren. Oh, very nice. We got Batman on the track. The Stig. And I am shocked. Completely shocked. Super Doofus taking the Ferrari here? Really? Oh, shocked. Let's see what we can do. And I'm not the only McLaren. I've got my brother Ronan here. So let's get down to business. Get this race started. Put the pedal to the metal. And we have lost the Stig. I guess the Stig, patience is not his strong suit. I guess it's just speed. Pure, unadulterated, angry, impatient speed. Alright, let's get the pedal to the metal. Race some cars tonight. And I've deliberately left the other column. I cut it off at 12 racers. It helps between racing. Or less cars on the track does make a difference for safety. Less accidental pile drivers. Spheres into other stratospheres. Oh, I'm sorry. I avoided most of the masses there. One accidental contact as the car was coming back on track and I was using a little too much track. I need to go on a track diet. I'm eating up too much of the track there. I just really had missed my break point. Austin Martin. Not the Austin Powers. The Austin Martin, I think, would maybe be good here at Fuji for the fact that it's really grounded. The turn-in isn't great, so it doesn't like quick turns, but these aren't quick turns. They're long turns. Oh, I was trying to pick up an opening there. McLaren driving, either I'm missing experience on this track or it's driving just very differently than the Porsche and the 911. I find it has a little less turn-in, well, definitely less turn-in than the Ferrari and a little less turn-in than the Porsche 911. It's also more stable, but I guess the trade-off is a little less turn-in. But I find it's got very good acceleration, great braking. It is very stable for a mid-engine. We're chasing down Ghost. And we got Dano in first, the Dark J in second, JCCR, Ronin in fourth, Super Doofus in fifth, Ghost in sixth, and I'm just trailing a wee bit behind the group here. See, catching apex like that, I'd expect, I would have thought that we would have not used so much track there. I gotta come back here and try the 911 on this track. Do a quick comparison. Oh, I've got a little drag race going on with the car beside me. And it's Jay Rizzio. Right on, mate. A nice little back and forth, but I'm not in a position to defend this in any way. I guess I'll take the secondary track here. Mow a little lawn. And Jay Rizzio saw my not so smart, somewhat insane move and was like, you know what, I'm just gonna hang out on the opposite side of the track. Smart move, Jay Rizzio. Smart move. I was somewhat cautious coming back on the track. I made sure my angle wasn't too wild. Really nice back and forth here with Ghost. Oh, and he had the inside of the turn, so he will take the race. I'm actually wondering, I think Remy, is he going to catch up and pass? Nope. What's Dano doing? He's letting everyone pass him. No way, Dano, I'm not letting that happen, buddy. No way, I'm going to push you across. Super Doofus, you did do a thing. Look at that. Right on, buddy. Well played. Well played. All right, let's try this again, buddy. Give everyone a chance to switch up, compare cars here. It would be easy if I just take the 458 because I like that car a lot. Everywhere. I love the acceleration of the 458. Just like I'm really surprised. I really like the acceleration off that Aston Martin. Alright, back-to-back racing. Let's get ready to put the pedal to the metal. I'm also sorry to the group. My turn one was messy. I dove in. I didn't brake with the group. I dove in. Somehow made it through the middle of the group. Was making my turn, but that did make contact with someone coming back on track. which was not my intent. Whew. Dano allowing himself to get to the back of the pack and having the fun of working it up from the back, maybe into first. Find out soon enough. Oh, I think I found a nice little opening here on the side. Take the middle. Oh, we got a Ferrari behind us, beside us. Oh, and it's Super Doofus. I will never forget the sound of that. Ferrari. Alright, let's use the whole track here. We got a little space to do so. Oh, I'm making mistakes. Oh, I'm sorry to the car beside me. I was outside my proper line there. Christopher Bieber, fantastic question. Yes, cockpit view is amazing. It's the most sim racing. It's the best view for preparing you to drive anywhere, especially a track. But the trick is just practice. Dano, Dark J giving me a little boost. Thank you. Helping out his little buddy Robin. Practice. You just eventually it turns into muscle memory. And I'd say it's almost best to pick a car and just learn cockpit view on just one car and don't change cars. Because then the muscle memory takes longer because, well, the brain needs to adjust to more variances, more variables. And if you can take it actually just on the same track, a track you already know quite well outside of cockpit view, then get into cockpit view on that track that you know, and at 40, you know, you already race it perfectly, lap after lap. And trial and error. Reward yourself when you get it right. Give yourself a little, that's not right, let's try again when it doesn't work out. Overturn from the 911, costing me a bit of time here. Having trouble control this overtime. Ooh, that was not overturn on my part. I just got speared. A wee bit of a spear. And that caused me to cause traffic for the rest of the racers. All right, top of the candies. There we go. Braking at the top of the candies. Can we climb back up? I think we got a couple cars that we can pass if we get things just right. Initiating just right now. An accident and put myself in one that at least his car's intact, my car's intact on a racetrack. That would be called some major success because we just avoided several $100,000 of damage. elevated bank. Help slow cars down, I guess, as they slide off. And didn't get fast. So luckily, had a crash, still made it out. Had a crash, had a blast. Had a good night. Friday friend night. Wrapping up, because tomorrow I don't want to be completely burnt for my niece's birthday party. Got to be on my A game. Make her laugh. Make sure she has a great family birthday party. Christopher Bieber, that was my last one because I'm fading and tomorrow I've got a kid's birthday party, so I got to be on my A game. And in the morning, I'm going to be off target shooting. I'm going to try absolutely do my best to make it back in time for the race. I'm hoping the race is at 10:30 or 11. I need to go double check that. But folks, this has been wonderful. Thank you so much. I'm signing off. Oh my goodness, Dano's doing Learn with Lead. So everyone catch that because Dano is a class act. We love him here. So go enjoy watching your friend race with Learn with Lead. Good games, everyone. That was fantastic. Loved it. And I look forward to seeing you all tomorrow for the tournament. Don't forget, Sim League Racing Pro. Super Doofus created it for the JCCR racing team and our viewers, our friends. So go on Sim League Racing Pro, download, well, get into it either on your laptop or your phone. Create little racer profile, nice and quick, and start racing. The competition, it's championship points racing. So folks, take care. Thank you so much for watching. Blessed to have you all along for the ride. So Sim League Pro, thank you, Super Doofus. And you can also check out the JCCR Discord that Philness GT created for the JCCR racing team. So check out the Discord. We're over 100 members now, so that's very cool. Folks, I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for making it. And Pablo, I'm enjoying, very nice image there. Beautiful skyline in the back. I had an S13 skyline, by the way. Knight Rider Jim, have a good night, buddy. Let's just get it into the garage and finish it on some sleek, sexy views here. Let's see, what were we driving last? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Doesn't get much better looking than that in life. Look at that. Other than the fact that you could break an ankle trying to get out of the vehicle and either step on it or break the back of your ankle, the Achilles tendon there. But yes, take care. Have a great night, crew. Enjoy. I wish you all more cars and more power. Hope you get to put the pedal to the metal on a car that you love in the real world. Yes, ciao. And don't forget, if you want to see some real world driving, this is still my favorite way to drive, but we got Johnny's Car Care and reviews. We're almost at 15,000 subscribers, but that's where we do real-world reviews of cars that we sometimes have for a day or a week, but we're also long-term reviewing. The channels own long-term ownership of a Porsche 911 1999. To answer the question, can you really own a classic European vehicle and either end in divorce generally with the car and any relationship you're in because all your time and money goes into it? Can you have a 1991 Toyota MR2? What's that like? Yeah, we're on our fourth engine, but you know, what's that like? Check it out. Also, long-term reviewing a 2025 Ford F-150 and a 2017 Shelby GT350. Folks, take care, Godspeed, and God bless everyone.